These have got to move back here. Oh. That's probably good. Dun 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 dun. Hey, how you guys doing? So, I am trying to test out my mic, and I figure we might as well find out if it works, you know, before my scheduled live. So hopefully you guys can hear me. The old man sat way over here. All right, so this does work. You can hear me? Can you hear me now? Sweet. Awesome. How's it sound? Does it sound like terrible or... Also, hi Billy, Runic, Steph, Bex. Sounds good. Perfect. Perfect. I also have, it's weird, I don't have to yell, like, so I can make sure the phone picks me up. I also have noise cancellation in, so I'm going to run some power tools with and without the noise cancellation. Hopefully you guys can let me know if it actually works out or not. But we're prepping for building a thing. It'll be a video that I do tomorrow because I'm waiting on a part to come in. Excuse me. An invalid until further notice? That's funny. Alright. So you guys will have to let me know if the if anything gets all squirrely with the microphone. I have it right here. Just magnetic clip to my hat. So the noise doesn't matter. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to test out. I also don't know if... I'm assuming that the phone microphone is no longer being used. I'm assuming it's just this one. So I'm just going to fire up the table saw and we're going to test it for the... Oh, for fuck's sake. For the sound. All right, so I'm going to do it without noise cancellation. Let me know if it gets all goofy. I'm assuming you can't hear me now. I'm assuming nobody heard what I said and the microphone got all goofy. So I'm going to do it with noise cancellation on medium. All right, here we go again. Still assuming you guys can't hear me. There. All right. So what do you think? Was the did the noise cancellation do anything? Do I need to turn it up? Oh, you could hear me while I was running that? Huh. Oh, that's cute, Steven. All right, but does it get rid of most of the saw? So you can hear me talk while the saw is running. Does it get rid of most of the saw noise? It came through a tiny bit better. I wonder if I should turn... Maybe I'll turn the noise cancellation up to max and do that. Actually, I wonder if I can do that while the stream is live. Boop. Okay. All right, so I just turned noise cancellation up to max, and we're going to try again and see if max noise cancellation does any better. All right. Okay, ready? How about now? Can you hear me now? Is it more soft? Hey, Mike. Hey, Old Makes. How you guys doing? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. The sucker is bright. Got an echo. An echo when I had noise cancellation on. Make an Iron Man suit. Do I look like an iron worker? All right. Got a touch of verb going on. Should I put the little fuzzy thing on it? Is that going to stop it? I don't know. I just got it. Just playing with it. So I don't want it to sound stupid. Do you only get the verb going when noise cancellation is on, like when I was running the saw, or is it now? All the time. I don't know. Okay. How's that? I changed, so my reverb settings are low, medium, strong. And I turned the volume down. Is that worse? One second. Okay. How's that now? Is this any better or worse or? Yeah, I can make you a wooden sword. Crispy? Better? All right. All right. And I have the volume gain turned down a little bit too. So maybe the neighbors won't hear me talking. It's very sensitive. Perfect. Is it any worse or better when I'm talking in a normal voice, or is it just ridiculously loud? Francois? This is my first time using a mic, guys. I'm trying to do things to help you out, so, or to help make the videos better and the live streams better. So any feedback, I appreciate it. If I pee, you're going to hear it. I can double tap and mute it, as long as I don't forget to mute. No, Remy, that's weird. I can send you something out of some rough hickory that'll make it a great time for you. I'll be out there killing grass. Not paying attention. All right. I have to cut a couple of more pieces, so we're gonna Just kind of hang out. Don't change anything yet? Alright. Hear a pin drop a mile away. Yeah, so it's a Hollyland. A Hollyland Lark A1. Because I can't find my nipple mics, my Hollyland M2s or whatever. So now I'll be able to just meander around, and you guys will never even know what's going on. But that's my first time using microphones, so hopefully I get it figured out right. I'm trying to figure out a place to put you guys so you can see stuff. It's picking up my breathing. Oh wait, yeah, I don't like the breathing thing. I hate listening to people breathe, so what purpose is the little fuzzy things? Is that supposed to cut down on noise and stuff, or just need to put it somewhere else and clip it to my beard? How's that? Is that better? Oh, so the fuzzy thing doesn't do any good for me in here. Wait, what if I turn it around? That'll get really annoying, but does it... Oh, I don't know if I can put this on my shirt. What if I put it up there facing away from me? That's it. Clip it over your ear. I could do it. I could do it. What is it? Left is right, right is wrong? There we go. I can hook both of them up and just have... Here, no, that's terrible. All right, but does this... Oh, over here. Okay. You want it over here? The mic on this side? Like that? I kind of like the idea of clipping it to my ear. All right, does that make it any better? Can you still hear me breathing? All right. If you notice anything else sound-wise that I need to pay attention to, let me know. Should I move it back further? Like, how's that? Is that better? Ooh, it's touching my ear. I don't like that. Oh, I dropped the fuzzy thing off. I don't really need this if I'm inside then, right? Because if this is just for wind noise, like it doesn't really do anything being inside then, right? There. How's that? It's back here on the side. Fuck the fuzzy thing? Alright. We'll get rid of that. God bless it. I can't hold on to anything today. All right. So it's better back here over my ear. Okay. Gotcha. Of course not. Listen, the manual said, like, here's some basic things of like what touching the button does, which now I can't see the light, which is the only reason I had it clipped to my hat. It said what touching the button does. It said how to plug it into my phone. And then it said scan this for digital manual. And I was like, yeah, that's nonsense. I'm not doing that. Excuse me. All right, but you can't hear me breathing now, right? Because that would annoy the hell out of me. My old setup was just the camera, or just the phone. I hope this is better than just the phone. All right. Well, I need to cut a few more pieces. We're going to record a video tomorrow, and it's just going to be a short video. It's not going to be anything crazy. Oh, okay. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Am I a DeWalt fan? I guess you could say that. I am in the DeWalt battery platform, so I stick with my platform. I just don't want to have 800 different kinds of batteries. But I've got Milwaukee batteries up here, too. Hey, Carl. How you doing? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. All right. I need to cut a couple of pieces, so you guys are gonna hang out over here. I hate Colby. Time for a Diet Budweiser? Hell yeah, Mike. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Cheers. So we're not doing anything real spectacular today. I just wanted to test out the mic and just kind of hang out for a bit while I get parts cut for my video tomorrow. Which hopefully will also be released tomorrow. So get her moving. Hi, Colby. Hi, Colby. All right, I need some 20-inch pieces. I need, what's, 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 8 20-inch pieces. So I hope you guys are having a pretty chill Sunday. I was supposed to be working on my house today, but everything was wet this morning, and then I got sidetracked waiting on it to dry up, so I decided that I wasn't going to do that. I'll do it later. I mean, not today, but it's just a nudge too far. That should do her. Sorry, I didn't turn on the noise cancellation there, so hopefully it wasn't too terrible. Can't watch tomorrow, you got school. Under it there was a laser. Hey Brian, how you doing, buddy? That'll be giving them more. Sorry. It's going to take me a little time to get used to the operation of this thing. All right, so I need 8 20s. Wait, how many 20s do I need total? I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I got to cut more pieces. Bless it. Try leaving it on. What, the noise cancellation? All right. We'll leave it on, see what happens. If it makes it sound better with the noise cancellation on, then I'm all for it. I just want it to sound better and not be terrible. I've got some cameras coming. That's going to take me a while to figure out. I'll be doing. It's going to take me a while to get set up too, but all right. Let me cut this. I'll be right with you. Okay. Then I have some short pieces that I don't know what to do with offhand, but 1 second. I need to. All right. So it's better keeping the noise cancellation on all the time. All right, perfect. And I'll go with that. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Of course, I need 2, 3 more. So I'm going to run the table saw for a second. Excuse me. What mic am I using? Because I can't find my M2s. I just picked up some Hollywood Lark 1 A1s. And when you know it, I thought that as soon as they showed up, I would find my other ones, and I haven't found the other ones. So I don't know. So far, I mean, sounds really good. Yeah, you guys seem to. Mike was helping me set it up. The rest of the chat was telling me if it sounded good or not. Mike alerted me to it hearing my breathing, which I'm glad somebody told me that, because, ooh, that would have bugged me. Hold it up so you can screenshot it. All right. They were on Amazon. They were on Amazon for like, I don't know, one of their special deals. I want to say it was like $30 or less than $30 to get the USB-C one, which is the one I got. They had a multi-kit that had USB-C and Lightning, and then a Lightning one. And I think they had one for a camera, but I don't know if the camera one was included in the multi-kit or not. Yeah, they were up on like some Lightning deal, and I seen them, and I was like, well, I mean, I might as well try them, see what's up. That sounds awesome. Perfect. Best budget miter saw, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of experience with budget miter saws. I've got my Cobalt 10-inch here, and it works really well. Aside from having to re-square it kind of frequently. But I hear that the Harbor Freight Admiral or whatever, the blue one, I hear their blue one is pretty nice. Sorry, I can't be more helpful, but Sound like I'm standing in the shop with you. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. All right, we're gonna turn you guys. I gotta cut another strip. Thanks. I'll check those out. Awesome. Well, let me know if they're any good for you. Hopefully they do good things for you. All right, I have to cut 2 more strips out of this, so bear with me. Oh, I guess I gotta plug it in first. Okay. How did it sound running the table saw? Like actually working on the table saw. Hey, Northern, how you doing? Hey, Mark. How you doing, buddy? I hit the beer once it sounded like that. You just got the rigid 10-inch miter? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, Brian, I forgot when you sent me that message. I couldn't watch the video, and then I forgot that you had sent me a video. I'm gonna go back and watch that. So it was the same volume as your voice. All right. So it wasn't like overpowering, but thanks, Bouchon. I hope that's your name. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. All right. I need to cut 2 more of these. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, I need 2 more of these. One of these days, I'm going to get my wiring done in here. So I don't have to keep plugging things in. All right. The sad thing is half of those are too long. They're going to get cut down, but it was easier for me to cut them to fit. It didn't, but it's tolerable. Bang on something while you're talking. Don't worry, I have no intention on losing a finger. I guess I could do this. Does that do anything? What are we building? We're not building anything right now. We're just testing out the mic, trying to figure that out, and cutting up pieces for my next video that I'm going to put out tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Assuming my last piece comes in and I can get everything cut. Because I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. That is, I'm just going to put out a video with measurements and not showing the actual cutting. Hear you clearly while I'm doing that? All right. So, Mike, I wonder if the volume that I set, because I have like 1 through 6, I think. I wonder if that is the volume cap. But, pardon me. But if it's capping my voice and the saw at the same level, I wonder if turning that down is just going to lower the overall volume. Lost a finger once, but you found it. It's in the glove box. Thanks for finding that, Mike. I appreciate that. Look at that. Almost perfect. Almost perfectly in half for. Eighth of an inch difference. I didn't need the shorter ones. I needed the longer ones. These ones and these ones are scrap pieces, at least for now. We'll see if they get used later. So this app, the app is 1 through 6, and I'm at 4 right now. Jumping out of car, found a finger in the cassette player. Hey Matthew, how you doing, buddy? All right, so we got the big stuff taken care of. We got the breathing is done. Jumping out of car that was in an accident. Oh, try 3. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, so he was junking out. Oh, not jumping, junking. Okay, all right. So I have it set to 3. I don't have anything to really cut at the moment. I guess I'll run a piece of scrap through the saw just so that there's cutting noise. And we'll see if it did anything for us. All right, ready? Just run the saw dry. I mean, I could do that too. Saw drowns me out. All right, Mike, send it. Really, what I'm looking for is to make it so that when I'm running power tools, it's not overwhelming. I don't much care about talking during running the tools. Okay, so the overall sound is more tolerable with a lower volume setting. I'll just not talk during running tools, which, let's be honest, I don't usually talk running tools anyway. Okay. Yeah, that's true, Mark. That's true. All right. I need to cut a few more things, but with the chop saw. I need 2, 4, 6. I need 6 pieces at 14 inches. No. Excuse me. I need 6 pieces at 14 inches. Yes. That's exactly what I said. Except for the cursing. Uh-oh. Police standoff in Canada. Well, you don't ever hear about that. Wait, isn't Ontario where all those... Or isn't Quebec where all the... No, you said Ontario. Yeah. Isn't Ontario where all that protesting was happening? So I thought about I need to put a little piece in there so I can clamp. Oh, well, why don't I just do this? I'll just clamp this to that. That'll work. I thought about playing with the welder today. But I decided against it. Not for any real reason other than I wanted to get this stuff done. If I didn't get this cut, then I would never get it done. All right, so I need 6 pieces this long. Saying sorry to each other right through per second. All right, what do you need advice for, Mike? Okay, there is all but one of my pieces, and that piece I'll have to cut tomorrow. All right. Yeah. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do all my welding this direction up here in the front of the shop. I just will have to be diligent about cleaning up after myself, or if things get too sketchy and I don't like it, I'm going to get some of those welding blankets and string them up on rails so I can pull the welding blanket shut over and kind of block off the area. Just use the welding blanket as a curtain. You can buy them from Harbor Freight. They're fairly cheap. But that's my thought. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of everything against the door. All of this is gonna be gone right now. Damn phone cable. So that's the workbench right there, that whiteboard, the plywood behind it, these 2x, and oh no, those 2x, and these 4x4s. Everything else is pretty much there to just hold it, except for these frames and a couple of 2x down here that are separate, but they're all getting removed once the table. Pardon me, goodness, once the table's built. Yeah. So, Mike, I'm not doing anything other than cutting and welding. Maybe some grinding, but I did think about the need for um, the need for fire prevention, thermal events, because the stuff in that wheelbarrow right there is extremely flammable, and welders make hot. So what I'm figuring I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, well, once the dust collection is installed and once this thing is built that I'm building now, it should drastically cut down on the dust in here. So it should make cleaning a lot easier. You're impressed by the wheelbarrow? Yes, Bex. I was dilly-dallying because of welding blanket. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I have to have a welder because I can't as I noticed as I'm walking away from the phone, I'm talking louder, even though I don't have to. It's gonna be a habit to break. But I've noticed that I don't want to buy everything that I want to make out of metal. If I want to make legs for a table or something, I want to be able to just make the legs for the table. Um, Also, I can charge through this, which is super cool. I'm charging through it now, so hopefully it's not. I just have to. The charger comes in to the side, and the plugs into the phone up here, so it pulls on the one side. Yeah, that's all I've got. I've got a 110 MIG welder right there that we're gonna play with. There's the tank, and somewhere over there under my flag, that box right there is the weld cart, which is just a Harbor Freight job because it's just a cart. Doesn't have to be anything special. I just want to keep my welding stuff in one location so I can cover it with a bag. Um, so can anybody guess what I'm building here? So I have flux core in it now, but I much prefer gas. Flux core, in my experience, is much more firebally. So uh, I'll be setting that up once I put the cart together. We're going to put that on the cart, and then I'm going to weld the cart together because bolted together cart is silly. Another box. Build a big box to put over the. Oh, building this. Yes, it is a box. Actually, it's going to look. Oh, hang on. I need that to go over there. It's going to look something like this. Who did I copy it from? Oh, I'm sure I copied it from someone. Then, if I've done this correctly, that will go in here. These pieces will go here so that it can't slide out. We'll go one on the top and bottom, one on the inside, etc. There'll be another one on this side. And another one on this side. And then I'm going to have a fan at this end. That fan is the reason that I'm not assembling this today and doing it. Yeah, making the dust box. And then one of these will go here on the end so that it stops it from pushing the filter out. It'll just get tacked in there. So the filter can slide in and out. These will go down here, right? Up here. Over here. Etc. I should have made this side, the pieces on this side, on the long sides, longer, but they're just the length of my filter. Because I really feel like I don't need anything longer than the filter, because this one needs to be able to pull out, right? And they're only in there to stop it from falling out. So that's what we're going to be building on my video tomorrow, which will hopefully be released tomorrow night. I'm really hoping that there will be minimal amounts of editing required. But that's what we're going to build. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be editing that's required, but hopefully it's not a ton, so I don't get bogged down. I've realized that the more editing that I feel like needs done, the slower I am with the video. And I'm trying to, yeah, no hanging from the toolbox, hopefully. I'm trying to work my way into doing better editing. But at the same point in time, I want to put out videos and I want them to be at least semi-usable videos, semi-intelligent, I guess, not look like I did it in my garage with a cell phone. The reason I'm going to put 6 of these in is that way it gives me structural, or it gives me strength between these 2 pieces of plywood, because this is going to be hanging from the ceiling. I'm going to put it back here for now. But this way the plywood doesn't bow, right? If it's only attached here and here, it may bow in the middle, just over time. So I'll put an extra set in, kind of lock it together. They could probably even be inside here a little bit, so they're not really blocking anything. And then my filter run will be like this. I'll have one on the inside of each. My filter will go in, and then one of these will go on the outside, so the filter can slide in and out. All right, I'm hoping to have it about a, I don't know, 20 to 30 minute video. But I have to wait to cut the other end until I get the fan that I ordered. But the entire thing cost less than $100. So that was the goal. We could probably make one significantly cheaper. But I wanted it to be under $100, counting the fan. The fan was half of the cost. It was like $50 to order the fan that I got. But I was very picky about it. I wanted it to be quiet while it was running, but I also had to be able to move at least 700 cubic feet of air. So 700 cubic feet, 700 square feet. I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. So that is about that. I can cut the other piece, the end piece. It's just going to be blank though. It's, I got to cut a square hole in it because the fan that I have has a square flange on it. Now, the other thing is, excuse me, do I have the fan sucking air from the outside into the box and through the fan? Or do I have the fan blowing dirt into the box? So then I can just wrap on the filters, knock the dust down, and keep going, and then vacuum out the box. That's kind of what I prefer, and then just take an air gun to the fan every now and then to clean the fan off. Yeah, they would. They're only an inch thick. So I don't have any J channel in here. I thought I had a couple. They're probably up above the insulation here. So if your J channel has an inch opening, these filters would fit in it. In fact, I'm not even sure it's a true inch. Like I just got 14 by 20 by 1 filters because there was a 3-pack at, I think it was Home Depot. They are just shy of 7/8 of an inch. Like, yeah, if your J channel is 7/8 of an inch, then this would slide into it. Which I think J channel is usually around an inch or so of an opening. I think. I don't know. It's been a long time since I messed with J channel. But that will be my project tomorrow. And fingers crossed that I get that video out tomorrow evening. Because, I mean, I'll be doing it tomorrow evening. I'll be assembling it. So tomorrow night, hopefully, everything is done. And we're not going to be waiting for glue to dry. We're going to be assembling it. I'm going to use wood glue on it just because. But assembling it, screwing it, brad nailing it. And Hey, Mike. How about you go make a freaking video, bro? I mean, not right now. Watch my video first, but. Hey, Bar Run. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. What do you think about the new mic? We've been playing with it. We got it over here. Mike, you know what you could do? You could make a video doing this. Make one of these sawdust boxes. I don't know if you have one or not, but Or you know what I haven't seen in a really long time? I haven't seen a video on making one of these. The 5-gallon bucket little dust separators. I haven't seen one of those in a really long time. What takes you off, Mike? Hey, Dan, how you doing? A fishing pole? Yeah, I haven't seen one of those in a really long time either. I got to get on that here in a couple of. I'm hoping a couple of weeks, but it may be a month or so. The steelhead will start running. I'll be fishing. Oh, and I picked some of these up at Harbor Freight. I didn't know they had these. Toggle clamps. I'm gonna be putting them on my tool. Hey, Rumple, how you doing, buddy? They had that style, and they have this one. This one has a longer neck, and it is up. It doesn't go flat like this one. Right. So it clamps down this way. But I think that I'm going to end up putting them on my cart that I'm making. Become a member. Candace love. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. What we're working on is we're getting all the pieces cut for my video that I'm going to make tomorrow, which I will hopefully have up tomorrow night. Now, I've never actually used any of these. Like, I see everybody and their brother goes, "Oh, you need toggle clamps for, whatever." And I go, that's a really good idea. I should get some of those. And then I just forget about it. And then yesterday I was at Harbor Freight and I was like, oh, we got 2 different styles. We'll get one of each. And this one is longer. By like, I don't know, 2 inches. But they're adjustable. They slide up and down this track here with this bit. So it's pretty nifty. I'm gonna use them. I don't know what I'm gonna use them on, but now I have them, so I will find a use for them, I am sure. I'm thinking they'll probably go really well, at least 2 of them on like the end of my assembly table that we're going to be building next week. Hell yeah, Mike. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Getting the little stuff out of the way is nice. That's the stuff that'll nickel and dime you too. I mean, it's nothing that's expensive at once, but box of Brad nails might be looking at like 15, 30 bucks. A gallon of glue, 30 bucks. Screws can vary wildly. Like, it's definitely it adds up. Things like finish, they're all relatively cheap at once or individually, but if you've got to go restock all at once, that stuff piles up real quick. Yeah, except for when you run out all at once. Yeah. I actually have to, I think I used 2 gallons of glue somehow when I did a bunch of cutting boards. But I don't remember opening a second gallon of glue, so but I got to go pick up 2 more gallons. I'm down to 1/2 gallon, plus whatever I have in containers out here. So, yeah, memberships definitely are helpful for sure. Well, Mike, I'm glad I can help you out with my membership. You know. Yes, Colby. Yes, I know. You want to say all the things so you can try to take number 1. All right, I need to cut one more piece. I might as well cut it so then I can just cut out the square for the fan to mount in. And we don't have to. It's one less thing I have to cut tomorrow. Hell yeah, Mike. You know who my founding member was? My first member? I think it was Crappy Man Jigs. I think he was the first one. I don't know if I could drink chocolate milk with chili. I don't know that I can. I don't think I can do that. All right, I need 14 by 20. So when I do this video tomorrow, I may forget to say it. So I'm going to let you guys know now. These measurements for this stuff is all dependent on the size of your filters that you're using. Like, if you get 2-inch thick filters, you're going to have to account for that 2-inch thick space when you're laying out your tracks. If you get 20-inch by 20-inch filters, you're going to have to account for that. It's not going to fit in a 14 by 20 space. Fridge is unchaosed. Hey, Mrs. S, how you doing? Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. All right, I need to cut one more piece. And I purposefully left these pieces long. And it needs to be 20 inches by 14 inches. So we're going to bump this over to 14. I'm going to grab my power cord. I have to drive in a grounding rod out here for my box. But let me turn you guys so you can at least see me cut. Hey, Murphy, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming. Smothered pork chops and potatoes in the crock pot. Mmm. If I order a kit, have basic tools, can I rebuild the 4L60E in your truck? Let me see. Mike, send me an email. Remind me to look it up when I get to work tomorrow. I think you might need a press. Depends. I think you might need a press. Yeah, you're definitely going to have some beefy snap rings in there. But I think you have to. I think you have to compress it to put on one of the snap rings. I'll look it up tomorrow, All I need is the last 8 of your VIN. But you have a Chrysler product, right? Yeah, I know you need a press for the clutch pack springs, but I think that there is a. Well, I can look it up either way. Doesn't matter if it's a Chrysler product. I'll just need a whole VIN if it's not. Um, there. It's usually on our front wheel drive engines though that we need a press, and it's just to release the pressure on one of the snap rings so you can take it out and then push it back down to put the snap ring back on. Oh yeah, send me the whole VIN. I'll pull it up on ALLDATA. Well, it's a GM then, so I don't know if they have you need a press for that or not, but I'll look it up just to double check, and I can probably just email you the whole procedure. Get a snap ring in the clutch pack. I know we have in Chrysler, we have a few. Like if you're going to disassemble one of the pistons, you have to press it down to take the snap ring off so that you can release it, so you can replace the seals and then press it together, put the snap ring back on. And then there's one set of clutches, and it's one of the front wheel drive transmissions. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but one set where if you don't press it in, you'll never get the big snap ring on. Appreciate that. Thanks. And then I think we have different. You put different stuff in the presses to do different teardowns on some of our stuff, but usually, typically for a rebuild, I mean, unless your seals are bad on your pistons, you're not replacing the pistons. All right, Woodshed. Have a good one, Dan. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get this one cut and get this here knocked out. Be right with you. I'm gonna make some noise and try not to talk during it. Okay, if I didn't screw up that, look at that. I didn't screw up. Like the first time in my life. Perfect. That you will cut a square hole in to mount our fan in there. It's not out, it's leaking though. Yeah. Usually once a transmission starts leaking, once you get a significant leak in it, then the fluid gets low. Excuse me. You lose hydraulic pressure, or it takes longer to build that pressure, and then you start smoking clutches. Oh, the rear main is leaking? Well, why don't you pop the rear main on the engine? Yeah, once you pop that out, then yeah, you might as well do the rear main while you're there. Yeah, for sure. I got I'm tearing a transmission out at work. I just started it Friday evening or Friday afternoon. I'm tearing a transmission out at work on a Grand Cherokee. Um because the front seal is leaking. Torque converter seal. Which is a bit annoying, but ooh. Power blinked. Dumps oil pressure if it idles warm. Hmm. Doing some woodwork, a little bit, just playing around. Getting pieces ready for tomorrow. So I don't need the saw anymore. So that is the single biggest drawback to making a table saw sled with wooden runners is humidity affects it. Like most of the summer I couldn't use it, but now I can use it. It gets a little tight right there. But I built it in the winter. Would I recommend millwright as a trade if there's a demand for it in your area or wherever you want to live? Minor auto repair. I remember that PFP. Don't remember people very well. Unless you're here often. Then I'll remember you. Nothing personal. I've got a lot of nonsense in my brain. And it doesn't really allow for if I remember too much other stuff, I'll forget all the random nonsense that I know. And well, that's just not acceptable. I need to keep all that knowledge. Oh. There. You know MM2? I don't know what MM2 is. I have no idea. Also, you guys want to see my weld helmet? I had to get a new one because I pulled my weld helmet out and I dropped it. And I broke the screen. Like not just the covering, it broke all the way through. So I had to get a new one because I went and looked it up. I was going to order just a new lens system, but it cost more for the lenses than I paid for the weld hood. So I just bought another weld hood from Yes Welder. America. My other one had a big flag just in the front and going down the sides and top. What if you sub? I don't know. What if you sub? Listen, you had to know. You had to know that my weld hood was America based. Hey, Black Widow, I'm doing pretty good, buddy. How are you? I got all the pieces cut for my video I'm going to be making tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening when I get home from work. The only thing I'll have to do is cut a hole in this piece of wood, but I need the I need the piece that I'm waiting on tomorrow to come in. I don't want to assemble it. Like, I could assemble it, everything except for this end piece, but I don't want to assemble it right now because that's going to be my video. So, what if you sub to me right now? I don't know. Yep, I'm all set up. I should be able to get a decent video put out tomorrow night. And we were testing the mic. That's what today's live was about. Just out here hanging out, running the tools, testing the mic, seeing how everything works out, changing some settings on it. They need weld helmets with the New Zealand flag. I bet you could probably find one. If not, I seem to recall a company selling decals for a weld hood. I don't know if they were like hood specific. I just seem to recall somebody was selling different decals to put over the weld hoods. Thanks, Black Widow. I appreciate that. I will not be live tomorrow. I had a beverage. Here it is. I will not be live tomorrow. If I walk to a grocery store to see Mr. V's, what do you do? I don't know. First of all, it's not going to be anywhere around here. Second of all, it's just a dude. So, I mean, he does good stuff with his money, but it's just a person. Mike, I have sent an email. I've got to send out another one, or maybe call them, because I want a clip of that song. I want to be able to use a clip of that song in a 10-15 second intro on my videos. Send the helmet to Runic, let him paint it. I don't know if I'd want him to paint that one. It's pretty flimsy. Yeah. It's that one, and then there's another one. There's two America Fuck Yeah songs. I mean, they're both the same song, but one of them is from a movie, I think. And then there's another one that was redone here not too terribly long ago. I think MGM owns the rights to the one in the movie. I believe that was that one. The other one, I didn't send an email to MGM. I had to send an email to the publishing company for the song so that I can hopefully, yeah, World Police was the first one. Or is that the second one? I can't remember anymore. I can't remember. But I just want 10 seconds of that song. Just 10 seconds of the chorus. I want to be able to use it without YouTube flagging me, without anybody sending me a cease and desist. What brand is your favorite for cordless power tools? I don't really have a favorite. They're all pretty much the same. What I do have is I have a bunch of DeWalt batteries. So that's the battery platform that I'm on. So that's the battery platform I stick with for the most part. I do have some Milwaukee stuff, but not very much. What I recommend for the hobbyist or even professional woodworker is look at the secondary tools that that companies offer, because those are going to be the reason that you should go or not go to a particular brand. Like Ryobi, who's the other green power tool? Makita, greenish blue. They both have a ton of secondary tools. And I would have gone with something like Ryobi or Makita had I thought through. Yeah, you can get battery adapters. I mean, a 20 volt battery or 20 volt power tool is a 20 volt power tool. if you run them dead, you may damage your battery. You may lose that low voltage warning for your lithium batteries, but I don't know that I've ever ran a tool completely dead, or at least not very often. Do you have a cat? Yes. Thanks. It's my favorite tattoo. It's also the one that everybody sees. Yep. Yep, they're all 18650s. You can rebuild them. You have a wolf? That's cool. That's cool. I want a wolf. I really do want a wolf. I think they're super cool. Oh, a tattoo. Oh, okay. All right. Are you feeding me lunch tomorrow? Hell yeah. Of course you are. You said you were gonna make something on Saturday, but we got pizza instead. Was my cat? My cat's a female. Look, I have this one strip left over. They are good tattoos. I thought you were talking about the actual animal. So name's America. Fuck yeah. Perfect. Steph, whatever you want. Whatever you think that I can reheat without it turning terrible. Trollface, I'm a hunter. I'm an avid hunter. I don't hunt for fun. I hunt for food. But that's pretty much what do you guys think? Do you like the having the camera over on this side more? Looking at that side bet? Oh. I guess I have my garden rake over here. That doesn't really need to be over there. Yeah, put that over here. This is the side I'm thinking about. Because I have a couple of boxes I got to put up here and put some stuff in. But that's going to be that's the wall of talent. So I'm like all of this stuff is going to be gone because that's going to move. But all this stuff is going to be gone. That's where the table's going to go when I put it away. Right, this is how I was thinking about view or recording everything with this as the background from now on. White-tailed deer. Actually have a clean shop. Only on that side. Oh, I love venison. Not so clean back here. But we're not gonna. It's baby steps. But I think views this way would be much better than looking at this sense all the time in the background of the videos. I feel like this is going to be way better. Better than your shop. Well, thank you. I mean, it's a pretty terrible organizational deal here, but you know what I can do since my phone is charged? We can do this. It's been a long time since you guys have seen this. Can you guys still hear me? The mic asked if I wanted to let Hollyland access my microphone. Okay. I unplugged it and I must have bumped it or something. So it's been a long time since you guys have seen that. I'm excited to make that a table. I'm super excited. We're gonna fill these cracks with epoxy. Pardon me. That is feathered white oak. This is the feather. So it was like the crotch or a crotch where another branch came off. Nah, this is isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol. See it, trollface? So it doesn't affect the wood, it just makes it damp, but it won't absorb in. So you're not making your wood wet because the alcohol will evaporate really quickly. But that is going to be a coffee table. And I am super excited about it. Like, I can't wait. Try to get it so you can. I'm super excited about it. But that is part of the reason why I decided that I need to have. Ooh, hi. No, that is not going on your stove. And it is not going to be. It is not going to be a countertop. It's going to be a coffee table. It would make a very small island. Let me plug this back in. New Jersey, or take as many antlerless deer as you can, 2 a day. Dang. But you get the shined finish. You get an idea of what it'll look like when you put a finish on it. It brings out the grain and the figure. Let's see. Like, if I wanted to know what this piece of wood would look like, right? That gives you an idea. Like, it's only shiny because it's wet, but that gives you an idea of what it would look like when you put a finish on it. And then if you wipe it off a little bit, get a more consistent shine. You can, but it dries. Like down here, it's dry already, and it doesn't affect the wood at all. It's only shiny when wet. It would also look good in your living room as a coffee table. Yeah, I'm sure it would. Yeah, it doesn't soak the grain. You don't have to then wait for it to dry or anything crazy like that. Put you guys back here. Trying to find a good spot to have you guys. I only use 91% isopropyl alcohol. I don't know that you have to go 91%. It's just I started using that and then didn't see the purpose in not using that. By Alp. Does this look like a channel? Like, does that look like what we're discussing at the moment? I didn't think so. See what's dark and what's 91% don't drink. Yeah, you probably shouldn't drink rubbing alcohol in general. Yeah, it does. It really does show you what the wood will look like with a finish on it. I mean, it highlights the curl, any figure in it, like this piece of white oak here. Highlights the colors, like like that black walnut piece. Some of it was darker, some of it was lighter. If you were, if you were trying to match this, and you found a piece that was close, and then you sprayed it with rubbing alcohol, and it's way different. Now it gives you the ability to work around that without putting it into a piece, which is, I've used it like that a lot. I also use it to just see what the grain looks like. We did it on the bassinet too. We did it on the bassinet a lot to just get ideas of what it would look like. Yeah. Yeah, foresight. It lets you see it without putting a finish on it. It's a super handy thing. In fact, it's probably one of the handiest liquids in my shop. Thank you, Widow. Thank you. Yeah, I loved it too. I can't wait to build the rocking chair. I was going to start the stove cover video, but I decided to do this video first, because that'll just take a day, or not even a day. It'll just take an hour or so, and then I'll whittle it down to like a half-hour video. Now I know my mic works good. I know to keep noise cancellation on. Makes it better. And I know to put it back here on my hat. So, and then Tuesday I'll go live, and Wednesday I'll start recording that the video for the stove cover. But all right, guys. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I do have some stuff I got to get done that's not inside here. So just wanted to hang out a bit and make a PC desk. Yeah, I built my computer desk. I could probably build another one later on. Awesome, Mike. Awesome. I'm glad you got something done. I got mine buried back here. One that I use, anyways, buried back there. Yeah, Black Widow, I'm glad you hopped in, man. Have a good one. All right, guys. I'm going to let you all go. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. And we'll see you again on Tuesday. And keep an eye out for that video. I hope to have it out tomorrow night. So thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the help setting up the mic. Ren, awesome. Appreciate your subscription, man. Have a good one, guys.